Reddit A for awesome!
All right, so this is never easy, but I'm just gonna have to come clean and admit it. I was wrong. Okay, I made a mistake. I was wrong, and I'm sorry. I should have never backed this idea, but it's too late. Now we're screwed, and all we can hope is that maybe somewhere along the line, the world will see the light and fix it, or get rid of it altogether. What am I talking about? I'm pretty sure the title told you, but nonetheless, let's talk about this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go!
Alrighty, what is going on, everyone? Brave Star here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about something that, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. I was wrong. I was wrong, and I'm sorry. Sorry to those who have to deal with this, who don't like it. I'm talking about map selection. Yeah, I was one of those that begged Bluehole to add map selection to the game, and now I'm one of those who's regretting it. So here's the deal. So as you can see, the game has multiple options for you to do game mode. You have TPP with solos, duos, squads, and one-man squads. And you could select Quick Join, which is all 4 maps, or you can select a map individually. So you don't get to pick more than one map, you only get to pick one or all at the same time, and between all of these, and then the same thing happens with FPP. The problem? Oh, if you look at those little timers at the top, you'll notice. Depending on what map you would like to play, it's gonna take time, so you're more likely to join the one with the shortest amount of time than you are with the other ones, and that also changes depending on what game mode you're playing, solos, duos, all of that. Sometimes it doesn't even tell you whether you can get on or not. And this has become a nightmare. As you can see, in this case, TPP solos, you're more likely to get Sanok than anything else because either nobody wants to play the other ones or there are too many people playing them and you can't join. And these right here are people who are waiting for an opportunity to play. So they're in a queue. And you know, it depends on what you're looking at. It changes, and it's just crazy. This is a nightmare. I remember when the game started with only Erangel, and it was fine, you know, whatever. It was just one map, just like every other battle royale. And then we got Miramar, and the problem with Miramar was that it wasn't a very popular map, no matter what it seemed like. It really wasn't. The problem was that this map was huge. It's the biggest one of all the maps. And on top of that, it was desert, so it was wide open, lots of hilltops, and very few places to hide. So when you're trekking across those open plains, you're an easy target for somebody with a sniper gun in long range. And which brings me to the next problem of Miramar, which was the loot. It still is a problem, but it's not as bad as it was before. The loot on this map is just like almost the complete opposite of what Sanhok is. There's just not enough loot considering how big the map is and how much you have to trek just to get from one side to the other, depending on where the circle starts. So it became a nightmare because Miramar started showing up way too many times for a lot of people in the randomness, and that's how come it got very... people started disliking it. It was like a consistent. You would play 3 or 4 Miramars before one Erangel and then start the cycle all over again. So people started begging for map selection. I don't remember if it was before or after they put Sanok, but somewhere along the line they decided to put it in. And it wasn't actually that bad at first, you know. You picked Miramar if you wanted to play Miramar, and you picked Erangel if you wanted to play Erangel, and if you wanted to break it up because you got too many Miramars, then you could just go to Erangel and then manually break the cycle. That way it didn't feel so annoying most of the time. And then Sanok came in. They decided to make one set of select mode for these two, and then one for Sanok solo. This gave people the chance to play Sanok, and Sanok being the smallest map with the largest amount of loot in the map, not because of the size, but because they upped it a lot. it became very popular for a while. But then this one still had the problem because you still had to randomly pick these two, and Miramar just kept popping up over and over, and there was no way of stopping it because these two were in a random mode and you just could not select individual maps. And then they added Vikindi, which just completely destroyed the whole concept, because at this point they decided it's all randoms or individuals, but not in little groups, and you can't select more than one, which is where my problem was. And ever since then, now we have this problem where it's a nightmare. It's like you get the same Sana, or Vikindi, or Sana, Vikindi, Miramar, Sana, Vikindi. You get the point, So it was like there are days when you cannot get these two maps, and there are days when you get these maps from time to time, but these continuously, one of these two is always, for some reason, the map that you get the most, and it just gets really annoying. And to just have to pick one and have to wait for those times that sometimes it goes from 2 minutes to 5 to 8 to 10. I've even seen as far as 25, so go figure how that works. And it broke the game, to be honest with you. I think that maybe map selection was not the best idea, and I regret being one of the people who actually fought for it. And if given the option of removing it, I would go for it. If there was a petition that people could sign to let Bluehole know that people don't want it anymore, I'd sign it right off the bat, because it's terrible. I mean, it just sucks. It just broke the game at this point. I get tired of playing the same 1 or 2 maps consistently, which is why I find myself constantly switching around things. I'm even playing TPP, which I usually an FPP player, because TPP has more randomness than FPP now, so it's just annoying. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share. Wanted to talk a little bit about, so maybe someday in the future this will get fixed, because it's bad enough that the game is already broken down into TPP and FPP with solos, duos, and squads. But then on top of all of that, you have training mode and custom matches, which breaks down the groups even more and waters down the pool even more for getting the map that you would like to play at least more randomly. So, but that's just the way it is now. Maybe someday they'll fix it. But that's all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to talk about that because it's just I'm admitting that I was wrong. I made a mistake, and I'm sorry. All right, I'm man enough to admit it. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. Peace. Knocked one.
Thank you for watching my dad's video. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. And follow him on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Peace!